If you've got a sink that's slow draining or clogged up, there's an easy way to fix it. All you need is a bucket and some gloves to keep your hands from getting dirty. If you look underneath the sink, here you want to get this bucket underneath the sink, there's a trap there that has 2 threaded connectors that you can undo by hand. And you just undo them counterclockwise like you do anything else you want to loosen with threads. So you can get them both off. And this trap will drop down. It's got some water in it. That's why you have the bucket. The bucket will catch the water, and you can see all this hair and other things that are clogged coming out of the pipe above. That's also why you want to wear gloves so you don't get this stuff on you. And then what's holding this hair and stuff is usually the trap, which is connected in the back with a threaded connector, and you need to reach behind here and loosen it. It also goes counterclockwise. There it goes. And when you pull it out, it's just a rod. It pulls out, and you'll be able to lift up the stopper right out of the sink. And with it's going to come some junk. There's some junk in there. There's some junk down the pipe. You got to clean the stopper off, clean the pipe out, get all this stuff out of the pipe, and then everything will be clean. And once you get that done, you can just install everything in the opposite order. For installing everything, once everything's cleaned off, make sure that this hole is lined up against the back of the pipe, so that when you put it down and drop it in it and it's lined up underneath, you'll be able to get this rod right through it without popping it up, and making sure that it actually goes into the stopper, because if it doesn't go into the stopper, it won't function properly. And to tighten this, all you do is you get it lined up with the threads and you hand tighten it clockwise. Make sure it's snug so you don't have any leaks here, because you could have a leak here. And also, once it's down tight, you want to make sure it works by pulling up the handle. There, it works. Then finally, you'll take the trap, line it up, make sure you get the right side on the right side. One's upper, one's lower. And then all you got to do is line up the threads like you did on the other one and tighten them, go clockwise. Sometimes it takes a second to get them to line up. Make sure you don't cross thread them. Make sure it seats snugly too, otherwise you might have a leak on either of these areas as well. And if you do have a leak, it's easy enough to fix. That's why you have the bucket here also. Once you get all this stuff tightened down, you'll want to check everything for leaks with the bucket in place. So if you do have a leak, the bucket will catch it. Alright, just tighten them down. And now you can turn on the water. You can hear it's flowing straight down the drain now. It's not even encountering any resistance like before. And if you look here, just check around. These are the areas you want to check to see if there's any leakage here or here, and you'd see it dripping down below if there was. That's just residual water from before. I don't see any dripping there, and then this will be the other spot to check for leaks. It looks totally dry there. So I think that's it. You're done.